Godzilla v Kong, Dawn of the Titans. If I sound tired, it's because reefer's a hell of a drug. So a quick recap on my thoughts on this series so far. Godzilla, okay. Kong Skull Island, good. King of the Monsters, trash. And this movie ranks an okay out of 10. So, I mean, look at the movie, look at the trailer. What do you think I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say the monsters were cool and the humans were dumb. Alright, every review on the internet for this movie is gonna be pretty much identical. I saw Godzilla v Kong in IMAX, and it was very loud. We still have a movie theater by me, and every now and then, J.B. Pritzker, peace be upon him, allows us to go inside. The movie's not actually shot in IMAX. It doesn't use the full expanded aspect ratio, but it looks nice enough on the big screen. And look, man, no one's gonna try and tell you that Godzilla and Kong are like legitimately great films, like cinematic landmarks or anything. So why they feel like they have to have this contrived, unnecessary, drawn out plot is beyond me. Bro, people just want to see King Kong punch Godzilla in the face. We don't care about your scientists, we don't care about your side plots, we don't care about your stupid little kids. The movie's an hour and 53 minutes long, and whenever Kong or Godzilla's on screen, it's pretty fun, and then whenever they're not on screen, it's... Why not just shave this down into a neat little 60-70 minute movie and just have all the monster fights back to back? Why not? You save a lot of money, you don't have to hire as many actors, you can fit more showtimes into the theater, it's a win-win for everybody. You see, remember that boy in the last movie? He's a girl now, and he's got two fat sidekicks, and they go on a quest because two little kids and some guy are capable of completely altering the future of the world. And they're completely bypassing, like, military-level security left and right. It's ridiculous. It's not funny. I didn't even smile. So there's this cute little Filipino girl who Kong has a bond with, so they bring her around to kind of pseudo-control him. The sequence where Kong goes into the Hollow Earth, so they're trying to find this energy source inside the Earth. They're going to because you know the Hollow Earth theory that John Goodman was talking about in Skull Island. It's where the Titans all come from. So they go into there, and the transition from like above ground to underground was pretty neat. It was kind of like in Interstellar when they go through the wormhole. You know, there's flashing lights and sounds, and that was fun. That was a fun experience in theaters, and they kind of play with the gravity and they drop down, so that's neat. And then the actual Hollow Earth, which is like this mountain, these two inverted mountain ranges, and there's like a gravity oscillation between them. That's kind of neat, and they have some neat little kind of electronic music playing, and it's atmospheric if you like you're at, you know, the birthplace of the Earth deep down inside. Now, I've never seen Journey to the Center of the Witch Mountain, so I can't compare. Maybe it's just a shitty ripoff of that, but it was a neat sequence. And Kong's got like a throne room, and there's like a weapons armory, and he is destined to rule the Earth. I'm going to spoil the end of the movie. If you thought this was a movie that had an ending worth not spoiling, you're wrong. It's gonna be like Batman v Superman, where Kong and Godzilla are fighting, and it's all a big misunderstanding, and it turns out they need to team up to fight Doomsday, I mean Mechagodzilla. And the monster fighting itself, again, it is not nearly as well shot as Kong Skull Island or as the Gareth Edwards Godzilla shot. So whenever it wasn't following boring-ass, kick-ass Aaron Taylor Johnson kid guy, the 2014 Godzilla looked really, really good. And then in Kong Skull Island, it's just a full-out action movie the whole time. And Larry Fong is my favorite cinematographer. He's the one who shot it. The camera work is not nearly as horrible as it was in King of Monsters, so you can actually see the fighting, but you still wish it would just plant itself in a place and just pan left and right and let you see it. There's a lot of parts. See, you can show it from human perspectives on the ground, you can show it from the military jet perspective, you can show it from people up in the high buildings, you can do like an over-the-shoulder third-person camera. I mean, there's plenty of ways to switch it up without having to get unnecessarily wonky. There are sequences where the camera's on the ground and it looks at them from like the side, and then Kong or Godzilla steps over it and the camera stays there and just looks underneath them and like, whoa, like it's a 3D roller coaster ride. It's like, dude, no. It's not nearly as bad as King of Monsters. King of Monsters nearly made me vomit. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I like Kong. Kong's got a beard. So I was rooting for Kong because Godzilla had 2 movies to not suck and he failed, and Kong had 1 movie and it was great, so I was rooting for Kong. It's like he can take down Godzilla's bitch ass. Now, my biggest issue with this movie is the villain. So the movie has an Asian character as the villain. The movie's trying to vilify Asian people. Wow, contributing to all that Asian hate going around, huh? This movie is a system of white supremacy. We need to talk about multiracial white supremacy. So there's like this Satoru Hidataka looking Japanese old businessman guy, and he's got this giant company, and again, he's the villain, hoo-hoo, because evil capitalism, evil corporations, despite the fact that he's spending his entire money, his entire life's work, dedicating his entire company to building a Mechagodzilla to defend humanity. The guy who's actually trying to innovate, to protect humanity from the thing that's killing millions of humans seemingly without a shred of remorse, is somehow the villain. You're gonna have to explain that to me. There's a line in the movie where he's like, I am trying to save mankind, and it's like, correct. Correct! I cannot think of anything less human and less dignified than to leave your fate in the hands of someone else. This guy is trying to put humanity back on top. That's the right thing to do. Godzilla and Kong are animals. They do not have souls. They are not sentient. We are superior to them, and if they are a threat to our existence, they need to die. I'm an anthropocentrist, which is the idea that humans are the most important entity in the universe, or the planet at least. That human beings are not just random animals. We are not an accident. We are more important than giant monsters. We were created to reflect the glory of God, and we bow to no giant 300-foot tall lizard. We fucking kill it. If you want to have any kind of intellectual maturity in a movie like this, without just having, monsters punching each other in the face, which again is fun, it's fun, but if you wanted to take a step further with the themes, and that's the kind of idea you need to grapple with, is like, are human beings really greater than Godzilla and Kong? I think unequivocally, yes, they are. In a universe where Godzilla and Kong exist, doesn't change the identity of humanity, of mankind. An ant is greater than a plant, a dog is greater than an ant, and a human being is greater than a dog. This is observable and obvious to everyone. So the idea that we're not allowed to fight Godzilla off in self-defense is a ludicrous one. So they could have kind of gone that route where it's like, where they have these two conflicting ideologies of like, we need to stop Godzilla because he's killing people, and it's like, no, maybe we are the true enemy. Ooh. But they don't. They just vilify the guy who's trying to save the planet. Imagine that. Stupid fucking idiots. I give Godzilla vs. Kong an okay out of 10. Look, man, it's not going to change your life or anything, but it's a movie in theaters that you can go out and physically see, so I'm going to keep doing that as often as I can.